Okay, welcome to Jersey. I'm in a weird as fuck hotel in Jersey. Just like something out of Little Britain. There's two old guys in flannel suits running it, and just had an amazing English breakfast. The most English breakfast I've ever had, I think. With everyone being so polite and just really weird characters, really quiet, with a clinking of cutlery, and then just politely asking for everything. Just very strange to be back in Britain. I know Jersey is British. It just feels so British here, it's weird. I know I'm not quite in the mainland yet, but yeah, just English as fuck, really English. Excuse me sir, could I try some of your Marmite? Of course, would you prefer Marmite or Vegemite? Then the waitress brings the Marmite from one table to another. It's just so fucking weird. It's not like being in France at all, and it's just an hour and a bit from France. And it's like another world. After 10 weeks it's quite weird being back. I had fish and chips last night, which I dropped onto the pavement, which might be a good thing because I'm trying not to eat that crap. So yeah, I dropped it on the pavement and just woke up in this weird room. It's the most I paid for a room in almost 11 weeks of being away. £38 for the night with a big breakfast. And I woke up to a Kylie Minogue concert on telly. And yeah, it's amazing. She's amazing. Didn't realise how amazing she is, and I know my friend's going to see her in Cardiff, and I might try and get a ticket because it looks fucking awesome. Yeah, so I had a bit of a breakthrough this morning, well, yesterday really, and it's just kind of come together today. And it's about self-acceptance and self-love really, more than acceptance, yeah. Do I want to go into this now? No, I won't go into it now, but basically I've done some things years ago that I've been beating myself up for most of my life. And just struggled to get my head around, and it's all come to the forefront lately and just been really playing on my mind. I think people always say, oh, no regrets, no regrets. I think it's a really hard place to get to. It's easy to say it, but it's quite hard to feel no regrets, you know, and I do have regrets in my life, and I'm trying to get to a place where I just forgive myself for doing things I'm not sure I should have done. And it's kind of, I don't know, I was talking to my host Jeremy just before I left yesterday, just before I got on the boat. It was kind of the last conversation we had. And he was talking about how, you know, some of the decisions I made, which I shared with him, you know, maybe they were good in the context and served me well in life, really. And it made me think, yeah, it's good to see another person's point of view. And I don't know, there's something about Jeremy, you just feel, I don't know, it felt like he'd lived a lot and was quite wise. I mean, he wasn't like an academic, he didn't read well or anything like that, but he seemed to have lived life really, you know. He'd had this life on the road, and only recently kind of found a base to live at, which was his yard, which you've probably seen in the earlier videos. And he just had an interest in life where he had to be really in direct contact with a lot of things, not hidden away in his comfy home or behind family sort of riches or anything. He was just kind of directly in contact with lots of situations in life. And I feel, you know, as a gypsy, I've got another gypsy friend as well in the UK. Don't know, there's some, and he can't read, but there's something so intelligent and raw and direct and emotionally just in touch with the world. With him as well, I see a similarity, and I just find a real wisdom in them that I like to try and learn from, really, because I find it fascinating. Anyway, so Jeremy kind of made me see my decisions earlier in my life as maybe not quite as, you know, maybe a good thing actually. And it just set me thinking really about maybe some of the decisions I have made, maybe they're okay, and maybe I shouldn't be so harsh on myself. And you know, I think that harshness when you start by giving yourself a hard time, it can lead into other aspects of your character, and you can just end up kind of picking on yourself, and I don't think it serves you well. So yeah, self-love, I guess, is where I'm at really, and how to get there. And I don't know, I just felt today that maybe I've got somewhere, because yeah, maybe these decisions I've made are okay. I mean, I looked in the mirror before I went out last night, I thought I looked pretty good. Okay, I'm a hairy fucker that hasn't washed for 10 weeks. I had a shower last night and this morning. But yeah, that is, you know, I am what I am. I look pretty good in the mirror. I'm 41. I'm chubby, but I look okay. I'm healthy. I've made some good decisions in my life, and I am where I am. Maybe I just need to trust what I am and what I do, and stop giving myself grief and wanting things I haven't got all the time, and regretting this, that, the other, blah blah blah. Anyway, yeah, I think we also look for these feelings I speak of, you know, these self-love and support, and just being on your own side, fighting your own corner. You know, we look for this in other people. I know relationships I've had, I've always wanted them to, you know, be fully behind me and love me for where I am and support me in my decisions and always be on my side, and all these things I expected of my partner. And when they didn't show me that, I would be really hurt. And I was always fearful of losing their love and acceptance, and I don't think it was healthy, because I think these things really needed to come from me initially, you know, and then I could give my partner the freedom to be who they are and love me how they love me, rather than me expecting these things that I can't give to myself from the women that I end up with, you know, and spend time with and get into relationships with. And I think it can be quite unhealthy, because I end up quite jealous or desperate or whatever it might be, you know. And so yeah, I think today it was a realisation that these things have to come from me. I have to support who I am. I don't know, just like get behind who I am, love who I am, support who I am. All the things I expect in a relationship from someone has to come from me. And then the pressure or fear of losing this love or relationship can dissipate, that maybe it could be far healthier. Because I've had a lot of relationships, and yeah, don't know, they've all ended in a similar way. So this has been a bit of a breakthrough, I think, today. And shit, is that recording? Yes. And yeah, we're back in England. It's cloudy. Kylie on the telly. There's people eating Marmite downstairs and being polite. And I'm going to walk. I've just looked on a map, and it looks like maybe a 3 or 4 hour walk to the airport along the coast. So it looks like a nice coastal path to the airport today. So I'll go and do that. I managed to get a load of unsalted raw butter from France, which it's in the fridge in my room, which is great, and I'm packing it into my sack to take back. Didn't manage to get any raw milk in Brittany, which I was gutted about, or oysters. Failed on that mission. Yeah, I think that's it really. So I'm going to watch the end of the Kylie concert, and then get out of this weird place. They have got internet here, which I need to check in on my flight, and I went to use it, and I said, do you mind if I use the internet? And the guy said, perhaps. I was like, I mean, can I use the computer? He said, I said, does it work? He said, sometimes. Oh, no, what did he say? I wrote it down. And I don't know what he said. I'll cut that bit out because I don't know what the fuck I want about. Oh yeah, I've come back to the news that Boris Johnson is running for Prime Minister, which... Why would this fucking oaf, this absolute buffoon, why would the entire nation fall for this fucking idiot? I don't know, but he's doing something right. He appears like he doesn't give a fuck. And I think this may be... I don't know, there's something interesting about that for people, you know, when people don't give a shit. They literally don't give a flying fuck. It can be quite charismatic. I know I've known people who are just simply don't care. And it's mesmerising. People are drawn in by this, I think, when you just don't give a shit about anything. I don't know why that works, but it seems to be a weird kind of thing, you know. And Boris just all scruffy, walking around talking absolute shit and saying really controversial things to get headlines. I don't know, people think he's really intelligent. I think it's just more, he gives less of a shit than anybody else and it's serving him well. I don't know what that says for caring less as a tactic for success or something. I'm not sure what it says really. But I know we probably can care too much in life. And I don't think, you know, we care what people think and care, I don't know. Anyway, this has gone on a bit long. I just wanted to say that I'm going to fucking give myself less of a hard time, try that out, and I don't know, I'm back home almost, and I've just got this new kind of outlook, hopefully which will last, where I'm going to trust myself and give myself a fucking, the support and fucking acceptance, you know, that I seek in other people. Yeah, bit of a higgledy-piggledy video, but I think maybe I've kind of touched on what I felt this morning. Okay, ciao for now.